And we are live. How's it going, everybody? Whew. This has been quite the day, as the title suggests. It is pretty amazing what's going on.
Yeah, I had pizza.
Dan has pizza. First, I want to shout out people who are already here. Justin, RVA Flips, how's it going? We're not there yet, dude, but a lot of Josh is here. Good to see you, Josh. Michelle's here. Picksburgh is here, who is actually in the stream with us.
He's here in more ways than one.
Yeah, we'll get to talk to him here in a minute. We got Craig Landshark Picker. We got Zax's 450. We got Beanie 319. That is my mom. Hi, Mom. Thanks for coming in, Mom.
Look at those little individual shout outs you guys do.
We have Mary McQuain here. How's it going, Mary? Mary's a good lady too. She's always commenting on our videos and saying some really nice stuff.
It's Mary. I think Mary told us about the table. Mary, did you tell us about my little desk?
Was it her? Yeah, I think it might
have been. Justin's moving it on to your mom. Where's these nuts?
How's it going, Kent Daigle? Good to see you. Yeah, so I want to start this show off real quick. I've thanked them personally many times today, but
Sandollar,
how's it going, Sandollar? But I want to give a huge shout out to Lonnie, I see him there in the chat. He just jumped in. He gave us a huhuge shout out today.
Hello,
our channel
Lonnie.
is really growing because of it, so we can't thank him enough. Awesome guy. Also, Justin, RVA Flips. Those two guys right there, they've been awesome, and they've been super, super supportive of us, and just really have been mentors to us, and just helped us out an amazing amount. So
yes,
can't thank them enough. So I just wanted to start the show by saying that first and foremost. Part-time Pickers, how's it going, Part-time Pickers?
How did I miss?
He says, I'm here because Lonnie sent me. That's funny. Tommy's another good buddy. How's it going, Tommy, dude?
I'm dueling now.
Tina Lynn, how's it going, Tina Lynn? So yeah, it's kind of crazy how this worked out. So we had this live show kind of planned for, I'd say at least 3-4 weeks, maybe a month.
That's right, Josh.
And we've been doing this thing where we've been having, other resellers on our channel.
Tommy.
And we just we like promoting other channels and having people on. So we actually had Picksburgh here scheduled, like I said, weeks ago, and it was really fitting. He's a great guy. It fell on today on this historical day for us. So it's pretty cool. But I'll actually flip it over to Anthony, is his name, Picksburgh, and let him kind of introduce himself, and I don't know, just give him a little airtime and tell everybody who he is. So,
what's up, guys? My name is Anthony, and my wife and I have a YouTube channel called Picksburgh. I am a full-time reseller. My wife is a nurse. She was going to be here tonight, but she got called in last second overnight shift. So you guys got me today. So sorry, my better half is not available, but I'll try to do my best without her. We've been doing YouTube now since December, and it's been really awesome. We really appreciate this opportunity from Thrift Mind, but also people like Lonnie and Justin that have just been so supportive and awesome, and just really encouraging throughout this process. I do mainly eBay sales. I do also some Poshmark and some flea markets and local deals as well. But it's awesome to be here.
Sweet. Yeah. So, like you said, you've been selling online for full time for what, about a year?
About a year, yeah.
About a year. That's cool. Like we were talking before the show. That's we have a lot of respect for full-time resellers. And, seeing their success really drives us as newer resellers, and we're part-time. But, for people who don't know, Pam and I were part-timers, and we're kind of working towards a goal of building up our reselling to the point where Pam can actually cut back her hours and we can focus more on that. And, and just grow even more when she can cut back on her hours. So once we hit that certain goal that we have, that's going to happen. So people like you, Anthony, that we see out there that are doing this full time, it really drives us and it helps us, and it inspires us, honestly. So, what else do we have here in the chat? We got Mary Beth. How's it going, Mary Beth? Good to see you.
I gave her a wrench.
That's good. Yeah,
I learned how to do that.
We got Candace Hicks. How's it going, Candace? Good to see you. Boondock Buy and Sell. Good to see you. I forget. He might have said his name before. I've seen him in a lot of streams. I can't remember his name. If you could, put your name in the chat, so I'll try to remember it. Star City Picker. How's it going, Star City Picker? Marie, Zaxis. What's that?
Isn't Star City Rick?
Yeah.
Yes. Zaxis. I always think of him.
Yeah.
Remember when I was trying to sub the thing and I couldn't find him? And I had to wait until he was in the chat and I had my little list of people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
He was like,
Kyle, 1971. Hope you had a good day as well. Dizzy Angie. How's it going, Dizzy Angie?
Dizzy Angie. I hope you had a great birthday, however long ago that was. Actually, I forget, a couple days or so, I think. And I've been watching you.
Yeah, so Anthony, you said that you primarily sell on eBay, and do you sell on any other platform as well, or what's?
Yeah, I also sell on Poshmark as well. I don't do as much on Poshmark. It's just kind of like a secondary thing that I'll list clothing, shoes, accessories, that type of stuff on when I'm not doing eBay.
Cool. Yeah, Poshmark isn't really anything we've gotten into thus far, and I think I opened an account probably 4 or 5 months ago.
You did?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't really pursue it at all. It was just really hard for me.
I didn't even know about this.
But Kevin, KP Trainer has a question for you. He says,
"Yeah, see that?
Did you see that? Would you like to?"
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So I used to be a professional wrestler with the NWA, and I did that for several years until I broke my back and had to retire.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it was time of my life. I grew up always either wanting to be a Steeler or Hulk Hogan. And I didn't get recruited to any colleges or anything like that for football. So I figured I might as well give this Hulk Hogan thing a run. So, I ended up training with a guy named Crusher Hansen, who at the time was the NWA National Heavyweight Champion. He was a nationally respected champion. Same belt was held by like Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair and a whole bunch of big time people in the past. So ended up finding he had a training school within like 45 minutes of my house. So I ended up going out there, getting trained by him, and I ended up going by the gimmick Tony Hansen because we looked a little bit alike. So people just naturally thought I was his little brother. So it just kind of stuck. And we ended up being a tag team and traveling all over the East Coast, wrestling people I grew up watching. Like I don't know if you guys know much about wrestling, but Mick Foley, he played Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love. He was really big in the WWE. I got to be on shows with him. There's a lot of people that are currently in the WWE, like their ring announcer, Corey Graves, or not ring announcer. He's the announcer for TV for like Raw and SmackDown. He actually ran a promotion like 5 minutes from where I live right now. And he actually booked me to be on shows there. But it was just a really awesome time. There's so many, I actually watch it all the time now too, because like there's so many people that I wrestled with that are now making it big. And it's just so cool to see people from like the humble beginnings, and going big.
That's really cool. Yeah, I love hearing people's backstory and stuff that like I didn't even know that. So somehow Kevin must have seen that somewhere on your account or something. But that's super cool that they used to wrestle. That's awesome.
You want to wrestle?
We can. That could be a Friday night idea. That would be funny.
Yeah, that would be a good do it for the tubes. especially if you have to wear spandex like I used to.
Oh man, I don't know if anybody wants to see that.
Trust me, you don't want to see a 300-pound man in spandex. Even my wife was like, "You need to put that away."
I tried to get Ron to wear like a Speedo for our tubby time
for last Friday. Yeah, I was like, no, that's not happening.
Like, no, and he goes, "Will you stop?" No.
Us getting in the tub on a live stream on YouTube was enough. I think that was fine.
That was hilarious. I remember watching when you guys announced it, and you said something like, anybody that wants in it, go ahead and send us a message, and we'll do like a group chat thing. I was waiting to see like Justin pop in with his rubber duckies, and like all these other people.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know. Nobody wanted in, but that's all right.
I did.
Well, you did, yeah.
I give you guys props for that. That was an awesome show.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Got some pretty good feedback. I think a lot of people enjoyed it, but
I don't know how that didn't go viral.
I mean, it still could, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll be 85 years old, and all of a sudden they're like, "Look at this."
How's it going, Billy Bob McQuaid here from Garage Flips? Oh, thanks you.
Jody said hi too. By the way.
Jody, I did see you. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming in, Jody.
Poshmark King Jody.
What was I going to ask you, Anthony? Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. Your wife. You said that your wife works a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
So when you kind of branched out into reselling and, you changed your career path, was she supportive of it, or was she a little like hesitant, or, what was the deal there? If you don't mind talking about that.
No, she was totally cool with it. She kind of knew that we were kind of transitioning in life anyway. And the way it'd been working, I'm limited in a lot of things I can do, like as far as just like physical stuff from the wrestling injuries. Like right now I still have to have 2 hip surgeries and stuff like that. So she's not like real forceful in me going and, having some kind of a full-time job or anything like that. The cool thing about my previous position at the church that we ran was I made my own schedule. I could do whatever I wanted. You know what I mean? Like if I wasn't feeling well, then, I could kind of essentially take a little time off till I did feel good. You know what I mean? So I've kind of been in that kind of career for the last, 6 years where I kind of was my own boss essentially. So this was just like a natural progression from that.
That's cool. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I want to say hi to Junk Trader. I don't think I said hi to you yet, but thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. You're a loyal follower. We always see you in these chats, so I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
KP Trainum.
KP Trainum. I said hi to Kevin earlier. Yeah. How's it going, Kevin? I saw you released a video a little while ago. I gotta go catch that after this. Jen Hobby Thrifts says, "Hey guys, glad to catch you live. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that." What else? Yeah. So another thing, Anthony, is I always like to hear like what people like to sell. Is there like a specific niche that you're like really good at reselling that you know a lot about, or like for me, when people ask me the question, I give the super cliche answer of whatever can make me money,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I sell everything and anything. Our store is actually called This and That, which basically is this and that, but it has a little Pittsburghese on it. So I'll sell just about anything. I started with video games and like Pokemon cards, stuff like that. That was what got me started on eBay. But I mean, I'll literally sell anything. I mean, I have like 2 boxes full of diapers on my shelf right now that I'm looking to sell. You know what I mean? Like I'll literally sell anything that can be flipped.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like when you source, where do you primarily source? Do you go to like thrift stores or, like local?
My favorite place to source is the Goodwill bin store. So we go there probably once a week. Then I also do yard sales, garage sales, estate sales. I'll do regular thrift stores too. I just find that a lot of them are overpriced now. That's what I like about the bins is everything's by the weight. So I'll go and I'll just buy a whole bunch of little stuff, and I'll leave like, and let me show you this. I don't know if I can do it justice, but all this stuff that's on my floor right now, if you can see that I just grabbed that from the bin store the other day. So I literally went out and bought a death pile.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't want a death pile, don't go to the bins. That's for sure.
I'm pretty good at getting them all listed though. So
yeah,
probably by the end of the week, all that stuff will be up on eBay.
awesome.
But the cool thing is you can just go and get all stuff like that super cheap. I think I spent $126 on everything.
Wow. Yeah. We have been to the bins like since we've been reselling one time. And like as far as I see it, the experience was like kind of brutal because it gets crazy. And you know, they bring the benzo and they have everybody like line up behind a line. And you can't touch it until they say, I don't know if that's how it is where you are. Is that how it is where you are?
That's how it is where I am. But the one I've been going to is a pop-up shop. We had a Gander Mountain shut down in Monroeville, Pennsylvania, and they have one that's there just temporarily.
Yeah.
And they don't really enforce the rules there. So as soon as they bring the stuff out, you can just go up to it. And most of the people there are pretty chill. There's a lot of people there that really don't even understand the concept of the bins yet. But typically, like the people that are at this one are like really nice. Like they'll help each other find stuff. If like you found one shoe and you can't find the other one, the other person will be like, oh, here's that shoe. But yeah, I've been to the other one where people have literally tried to fight me over stuff in the bins.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's the thing. Like when we went, we just like, I was not interested in doing any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just stayed.
You just had me stay close to you. You're like, stay over here.
Yeah.
Stay over here.
Yeah.
And I'm not one to like, okay, yeah. I was going to say I'm not one to wander, but I do that all the time actually. But there I was like, it was the weirdest noise. Like it sounded like a huge flock of like 1,000 birds, like whooping off all at the same time. Once they let those people go in the bins, and I'm like, I turned around and ran. I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I cannot. And then some lady with like crazy teeth that started like picking up my hair and was like petting my hair, and I'm like,
Yeah, that was weird.
what is this?
Yeah.
Somebody literally came up to Pam and was like, wow, you have nice hair.
Like had this whole conversation, and I'm like,
It's a special breed of people that go to that bin stores.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The crazy one around here, there's literally like a 70-year-old guy that wanted to fight me. And he was like a little toothpick. And my wife just got out of surgery like the week before. So she's there and she's like not really able to get around on her own. And literally he wanted to fight over some basketball cards from the 90s that are literally worth $1, if that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's insane. It's insane. Like he would literally be reaching in my cart, pushing my stuff back into the bin so he could grab it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, man, if you want them that bad, just take them.
Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to make sure because I've been waiting, and then I got the whole
I know,
hair
we're trying to
thing
keep
brought
up
me
with the
back.
chat here. Everybody.
I wanted to make sure I said hi to my unicorn affair, Miss Kimberly, because I saw her, and then I know Todd just said hi. Hello, Todd. I just saw you.
Let's go, Todd.
Hidlet. How do you say
Todd's in the chat saying hi to everybody.
Hidlet. No, what's the
that?
word? Hidlet.
What?
I don't think that's the right word.
I don't know what you're trying to
It's
say.
like how it's like that. What's that called?
Oh, highlighted?
Highlighted. Hidlet. What's a hidlet? Hidlet.
Oh, I want to say hi. I want to also say hi to Matt Resells. Thanks for coming in, dude. I saw you earlier, and I think it's say hi to you.
Sorry.
Yeah. So going back to the bins thing, this is the way I approached it, and like a lot of people, you know, they fall into that trap of trying to. How's it going, Dad? D's Nuts Thrifting. That is my dad. How's it going, Dad? So, like a lot of people, you know, at the bins, they take the approach of that, like, you know, crazy, like type of person, try to get right in there and beat everybody to the merchandise. But the way I saw it was, first of all, I'm not that person that wants to be in the middle of all that because that's just insanity. But second of all, I viewed it as these people are going so crazy and wacko over this stuff and trying to beat everybody to the good stuff.
Or the new stuff.
Or yeah, that they're probably missing a ton. So I just stayed on like the outskirts and like the bins that were kind of on the outside that not everybody was around. And I was just casually picking through them and looking for stuff. And honestly, we found a lot of good stuff in there.
And there was that one lady in the corner that took a bunch. She would like take a whole handful of stuff, and then go to her own little corner.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she came up behind me. And she goes, "These would fit you." And she hands me these like pants, Aeropostale pants with tags, and I'm like,
"Yep."
Oh, okay. And then she just like walked away, and I'm like, it was interesting, but I wouldn't want to be in the midst of everything.
That's awesome. And yeah, if you look down like underneath everything, there's always stuff to be found. I found expensive action figures like buried underneath stuff. You know what I mean? Like different types of Hot Wheels and just little collectible things like that. And a lot of people just look over them.
Yep. Let's see. Anybody else in the chat I haven't said hi to? I want to check real quick.
I think Junk Trader said that she's Anthony's neighbor.
Really? Is she from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I believe she's right outside of Pittsburgh.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yep. What's up, Anissa?
That's another thing too. Because like you're up here, you're up in the north. I mean, you're a little bit south of us, but you're still like our weather is pretty similar, I would say. You know, Pittsburgh and New Hampshire weather is very similar. But I don't know about you, but I'm like pretty excited about kind of the seasons are pretty much turning right now. I know down south, like I've seen pictures down south, you know, and it looks like mid-June down there as far as, you know, like the plant growth, and it just looks awesome and the weather's great. Up here, it's still like kind of on the edge, and we're right on the upswing of hitting, you know, the good yard sale season. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know if you are as well.
Yeah, we're getting there as well. We have like the most bipolar weather here in Pittsburgh, though. It's like yesterday was like 60, 70. Today it's been 30. So it's like, it doesn't know if it wants to be like spring yet or if it still wants to be winter. So we're kind of in that same boat. Probably not to the degree since you guys are further up north.
Yeah.
Lenny said he's been running the AC all day.
Oh, so jealous. Yeah, like for example, like that's what made me think of this. Like Lonnie's thumbnail today in his video, he's like outside of his shed. He took a picture, and like the trees in the background are like full bloom. Like everything's nice and green. Like that, it doesn't look like that up here till like mid-June. You know, oh, so jealous.
I didn't even think.
Yeah,
you could always move.
Same way here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am excited for the change because once flea market season's in full effect, I'm going to be loving it because it'll be a whole nother revenue stream.
Yep. Yeah, KP Trainham, it was 70 degrees in Pittsburgh yesterday. Oh, yeah, KP Trainham's right near you too as well, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's pretty close.
That's crazy.
Road trip. Makes it so much easier when everyone's close.
Justin's got to go. Congrats, guys. Much earned channel boost. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for all your help, man.
Thank you, Justin.
Seriously.
I'm sure Ryan
Catch you later.
Giggling and messaging you later.
Michael Wallace.
Rolling in the sheets.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin sent us some brand new sheets as a wedding present.
Clearly said he wanted Ryan to think about him while we were in the sheets.
Yeah.
Which is very strange.
I read the note he sent us in the vlog the other day. It was funny.
Something about being in the sheets with you or something, or thinking about him when you're in the sheets and he'll always be with you. I might have my own sheets on half, like kind of a nap. I'm just kidding.
Oh, man. So have you been able to get out into any garage sales lately, Anthony?
Yeah, I go every week. So, yeah, we've been basically hitting the hard yard sale treasure map and going to as many as we can.
That's cool. Have you made any huge finds yet? Like for example, for us, like we showed pretty much everything we found so far in our blogs, but like our big find so far this year was that Rolly 35 camera that I still have to test, by the way, but in working condition, that thing's worth probably like $200 to $300, and we paid like $100 for it plus like a ton of other stuff. So that was our biggest find. Like, what's been your biggest find this year, would you say?
So far, the biggest find probably has been it's a R2D2. It's like one of those voice-activated ones. I believe it's from like the 90s. So I picked that up for $5, at a yard sale, and it ended up selling within a week for $70 plus shipping.
Wow.
But I got a lot of stuff that's just like your stereotypical, like quick flips that aren't a whole lot of money, but like, cameras that are like $50, $60, $70, that kind of stuff.
Yep. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, like we picked up, well, I can't show you because I shipped it out, but we picked up this past weekend a vintage yo-yo from the 90s. I showed it in the blog once again, but it was like brand new in the box. It's pretty cool. What was the brand on it? A Yoyo Mega, I think was the brand or something. It's a Massachusetts yo-yo company. Brand new from 1995. And I listed that thing. I bought it in the lot at that estate sale, and I listed that thing, and it sold within a half an hour of listing.
Instantly.
It was I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? I think I underpriced it.
I know. I told Ryan, I'm like, deny it, and then we'll post it more.
That's awesome.
Already sold. I mean, we wouldn't do that. I was just
but
me and me.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I sold that thing for $30 plus shipping, I think. So it's pretty sweet.
But it really did go right away.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know he listed it yet. I was in the other room, and then he's like,
"Yo-yo sold."
Yeah.
My dad
awesome.
found that because I was with my parents and Pam at the thrift store. My dad found that, not thrift store, at the estate sale, and my dad brought it up to me. He's like, "Ryan, look at this. Is this worth something?" And I was like, "Yeah, it has to be. That's like a vintage yo-yo, brand new." And I looked it up, and the comps looked good, so I grabbed it. And it sold instantly. It was crazy. Do
you ever notice that there's tons of cat things everywhere when you go to estate sales?
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. Your mom was telling me that. She's like, why are there all these cat people?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Do you notice that over in Pittsburgh?
Not really.
Oh.
No? Maybe that's...
KP, do you notice a lot of cat people? I mean, I don't really notice a lot of cat people. You mean like as far as people having like cat furniture, or you mean like just people?
Cat knickknacks or things? Like literally, there was this photo that was bigger than our lights of this portrait of this cat, but it had human eyes. It's really scary. It looked like one of those pictures that if you looked at it long enough, the eyes would move on you and be like, "What's up?"
Dizzy Angie asked you a question, Anthony.
I see that.
What is your pricing strategy? Do you match other sellers' prices, go higher or lower? That's a good question.
I like to come in 5 cents lower.
Yep.
5 cents.
It's different for everybody. I know a lot of people that have best offers turned on. They like to list high, and then hope offers come through. And another advantage of that is if you list high, you can run sales. And when you run sales, it'll bring the price down to what you really want. But people are more apt to buy it if you're running a sale because it causes a sense of urgency and stuff like that. So that's another kind of angle you can take at it as well. We do that once in a while, but
yeah, my goal is to try to get the stuff turned around as quickly as possible.
Yep.
I'm running everything out of my basement right now, so I don't have a whole lot of space, but I mean, I have a good amount of space, but ideally I want to flip it as quickly as possible at a fair price because I want people to come back.
Right.
But I just want to keep grabbing new stuff and keep turning stuff over.
Yep.
So how did Ashley get you to move to the basement?
Well, when I first started reselling, I had enough to where I could just keep stuff in my van. You know what I mean? It wasn't a whole lot. I was doing part-time stuff, but it was mainly small stuff like video games and Pokemon cards, stuff like that. I've been doing that for years. But as far as full-time, when I first started and I outgrew my van and it became winter, I had everything in my dining room and she wanted to kill me. So I ended up just moving it all down in the basement, throwing it in a corner, and I wasn't organized at all. I kept, accidentally losing orders. I'd be digging through it for an hour, and then, you know what I mean? And then I wouldn't be able to find it, and I'd cancel it, and then 2 days later I'd find it when I'm trying to pull a different order. Yeah. So eventually I just, started watching different channels, and back in February, Justin and Lonnie were telling me about the shelving units that they use. So I went out and bought 6 of them, and I got them all right up against the wall now. And
That's awesome.
Then there was a store that was going out of business, so I grabbed like their clothing racks and stuff like that.
Wow.
So
Smart. Yep.
So I just, you know what I mean? I just tried to organize as best I can. I don't have like any kind of like patent system, but I kind of know where everything is. Like,
Yep.
God forbid I couldn't be here to pull orders. Like, I think Ash would be lost in pulling her hair out. But, but I mean, I know where everything is pretty good.
That's funny because Ryan will list do the pictures and stuff, and I'll help with the listing and whatever. But he'll still be like, "Where's this?"
Yeah.
And then I'll have to go find it, even though I'm not even the one who put it away. So, but I have more of a photographic memory, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
That's awesome.
Real quick, I want to acknowledge the chat again real quick. Kelly, thank you for the compliment on my hair. Appreciate that.
Ooh, where?
Right here. She says, Ryan, your hair is rocking.
Oh.
Very soft and fluffy looking. Appreciate that. I didn't do anything different to it, honestly. Game Changer. How's it going, Game Changer? Good to see you. I believe you're a new name, so appreciate you coming in. That's cool.
Thank you, Todd. He said we rock.
Tommy says, how many listings currently? Do you track your overall sell-through rate?
For me or for you guys?
First, do you want me to answer that? Or you can answer that?
Doesn't matter. I just got to pull up my eBay app.
Honestly, I don't really look at sell-through rate that often. I probably should.
I don't know what it is.
But our listing count, I believe, is around 180 right now. But we're working on getting that up.
We have 880 currently.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. That's sweet.
Kimmy girl. She's not here. Mom. She's still at her little puppy daycare with Grandpa right now.
Yeah, we gotta go get her after the show.
Poor thing. Actually, she really likes her grandpa time, but she was not happy. I didn't want to just leave her because we had like crazy thunderstorms this morning, and the sky was like yellow, and I'm pretty sure that means like a tornado or something, but I didn't see a tornado.
Yeah, my dogs hate whenever I come down to the basement because they know they're not going to see me for a while. So Hunter goes around and he like grudge pees all over my floor while I'm down here. So I normally keep them up in my kitchen where it's tile. But yeah, today's actually his birthday. He just turned 12.
Oh.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, for any of you dog people who actually pay attention. Yeah, it's his 12th birthday.
I want to say hi to Pick and Roll Steve. Hi, Steve. I think I was creeping on Steve's Facebook.
Where are you? That's funny.
When you creep on somebody's Facebook, are you supposed to acknowledge it like publicly?
I don't know. Hey, Emmanuel Guzman. Hello from Arizona. Heard of you from Garage Flips. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate that.
I'm going to go on my thing and see if it's not going to be my friend anymore.
Deleted.
Sorry, Steve. I won't do it anymore. Hi, Rebecca.
Hip Flip and Mom was talking about
She
Kim,
has a nice lake
not
there.
our dog, Kim.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right,
my
though.
bad.
Both of my dogs have people named too.
Yeah, I had a patient named Kimberly this afternoon. And I was like, is your name like Kimber and your middle name's Lee? Because that's how my dog is. And she goes, I'm a Kimberly Ann. And I was like, oh, okay. And she goes, but you can give me a Kimberly Ann name. Like, that sounds cute. I could be like a dog. I'm like, that's interesting.
So yeah, you were talking about the shelving. That's something that we want to expand on, because if you like, I know you've been watching our channel for a while, but anybody who hasn't, we've been kind of building this eBay room, because this house that we're in is a new house. Like, we recently bought this like this past fall.
When did we buy it, Ron?
We actually,
Yeah.
Fun fact.
We
bought this house on my birthday on October 16th. It's crazy how it fell. Like the closing date fell right on my birthday. It's weird. But
Awesome.
yeah.
Oh,
cool.
are you kidding me? Once they're like, once they gave him the option of the 16th, he was just like, yeah, that's gonna happen. And I was like, no, I don't think I can get that day off. He's like, yeah, well, that's gonna happen. Like, he's like, when else can you say that you got a house for your birthday? So I'm still waiting for my yacht, by the way. That didn't happen.
How's it going, Elena? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm sorry if not. Elena Rogers. Thanks for coming in. Says Garage Flip sent her. Thank you.
What do? I'm a dental hygienist. Deals.
How's it going, Frank Chubetta?
I know it's Mary Beth, but I always like to call her Deals.
Deals, yeah.
I feel like that's like her.
So yeah, as I was saying, we're still trying to, like, we pretty much have the room built how we want it. Like,
Hi, Frank.
We recently got this big table here for our shipping station.
They can't see what you're pointing at.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
But we got this table right here for our shipping station. We have a shelf right here. And then back here, we have our listing behind Pam. We have our listing station. We have 2 lights. One we're using right now for the stream to have good lighting.
And all those extra tables were actually supposed to be my desk.
Yeah, I know.
And then he just takes them over. So now I have my little metal desk. That apparently is like worth a lot of money because it's an antique typewriter desk, which I thought, Mary, I forget. Somebody left us a comment, and I am so sorry because I can't remember who it was, but we did look into it, and it's like you can get like 95, 100, and
this desk right here
for that desk.
Yeah.
And we got it for $8 at Goodwill, and I liked it because it has wheels, and it was metal. And Ryan keeps taking my wooden things, so I got a metal one. Of course, now it's magnetic to my computer, so that's probably not good in the long term, but.
Yeah, like we picked that thing up at Goodwill for $8, and we just picked it up for a table for in here. And after some.
No, not a table. It was my.
Well, a desk for Pam. Yeah. And after some research, like somebody tipped us that it was worth money, and then we researched it a little more, and it's actually.
I literally had it put that it's my desk, and Ryan knows. Like literally. Not his, it's mine.
That's awesome.
It actually worked out good because we used that for the tub time.
Yeah. Jody says, so about the title, why has it been quite the day? Sorry, I'll touch on that again real quick. So it's been quite the day because we received a very big shout out from Lonnie over at Garage Flips. And a lot of people have been coming over to our channel. And it's grown very rapidly in a very short amount of time. And honestly, we're speechless. It's pretty crazy.
Appreciative.
Yeah. Very appreciative of Lonnie, if he's still here. I don't know if he's still here, but thank you again, man.
Ryan awesome. Is literally like wiggling his foot under the desk.
Like,
and he's not usually that person. Usually I'm the fidgeter.
It's just so crazy, and there's no way to like describe it, put it into words.
How do you say that word?
Awesome. Fidgeter?
Fidgeter.
Yeah.
I'm the fidgeter.
Fidgeter.
Yeah, Lonnie's awesome. I think he was literally the second person to ever subscribe to our channel.
Really? That's so cool.
He's good. I was like doing just like burning the candles at both ends and like had work, and then we were up early for something, and then I was waiting for Ryan to come home. And then I think you came home, but I don't know. Remember when I was sleeping on the floor and I had my headphones in?
Yeah.
And Ryan comes over to me and he like touches me, but literally in my earbuds, I could hear Lonnie talking and Justin laughing. So my eyes not being open, I'm like, who the heck is touching me right now? And then like Brian's face is open. And he's like, do you want to like go to the couch? Because I was literally sleeping on the floor in the eBay room.
Yeah, she was. Yep.
And this.
Oh man. Let's see. Oh, Bob Malloy. First time catching a live show. Awesome.
Hi, Bob.
Thanks for coming in, Bob.
Bob's a fun
We love seeing new people. Super cool. Lisa, another one. Lisa, I don't want to try to say your last name because I think I'll mess it up. But Lisa, new subscriber, also came over from Garage Flips. Thank you so much.
Hi, thank you,
yeah.
Lisa.
For anybody who's new here, that's our goal for this channel, is to show you our journey. Like, we're strictly here to show you our journey and just our growth as resellers, and we're here to have fun. Like, that's basically like the big picture of our channel, you know?
I know that like before we started YouTube, and I know we talked about it in the recent video, but we made some mistakes, and then like before we started doing YouTube, we were like, hey, we could like just show people the things that we did wrong that are starting out, so that hopefully they don't have those same hurdles and they can actually kind of advance a little faster or sooner, just because they don't have to deal with the setbacks if we can help prevent things. So.
Yeah. So yeah, we just show you how we kind of conduct our reselling business, and that's
especially
pretty much it.
Being
really.
part-time and
part-time. And we have goals for reselling business. We have goals to build it up, like we said earlier. Pam eventually Pam wants to scale back her hours for
bathtub fun too.
Bathtub fun too, yeah. Scale back her hours, and once we hit a certain number, like that goal we're kind of shooting for, that'll happen, and it's just it's fun.
YouTube actually helps us because it makes us kind of stay accountable.
Oh,
and
big time.
Makes us, we got to go out, we got to do this, we got to do that. So
it's true.
If anything, YouTube's more of a motivator just to keep us on track, so we don't get like, I don't want to say lazy with it, because we actually have a lot of fun. Like on Sunday, after we did a really good time, after we had a really good day on Saturday, we kind of, Ryan's like, well, what do you want to do? We'll do whatever you want to do, because we did really good yesterday. I'm like, okay, you want to go to Goodwill?
Yeah.
Like that was our date time. We're going to Goodwill.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like honestly, it's really hard. Like completely transparent, it's very hard to balance reselling and YouTube if you are doing YouTube like on a regular basis, that is. But at the same time, it's very good at keeping you accountable. So that's why I like it, because it's something fun you can do and engage with the community and just have fun doing it, and it also keeps you accountable at the same time. It's a lot of work, but
you get a lot of support too, because like some things we don't realize or we don't know, and people will like comment or see things in our videos and kind of like
we learn from people on our channel. Like we learn from people commenting, like
even when you guys are like, what the heck did you just do? You done. We're like, oh, I guess we should have done that. So even like the negative things we learn, and we might not address it like all the time, but we pay attention a lot more. Like we'll see a comment, and we like, if we're not together, one of us will tell the other, did you see this? All right, well, we gotta we try to strategize. We're very strategic.
Yeah.
Very strategic. Does Ashley go out thrifting with you?
She does, yeah. That's like her main role with the reselling is sourcing. She loves to shop. She's always loved to shop. So whenever we started making profits off of shopping, she was all on board.
Yep.
Does she get all excited when like her thing sells?
She does, yeah. At first she was real discouraged because she'd bring me back stuff that just wasn't doing real well, and then once she started getting an eye for the type of stuff that sells well, she got pretty pumped up about it.
Yeah, like anytime, sometimes in even videos you guys see, I'm like, that was fine, I found that one, that was me. So I don't know if that was just a me thing or if all the little couples do that.
Honestly, she doesn't pay attention enough to what sells. She's just happy to get the money in the bank account every week.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. No, Ryan has it set up he plugged it in my phone, so we'll see it. But we have to be careful because we have found, and this is probably something good, for any couples or team things or whatever, is
because we're both logged into our our eBay account on each other's phones.
So Ryan logged me in, so I can always see, because I'm like, I don't know, are these things really going the way at first I was more skeptical. So he's like, look, you can see these things, and so I could see them too. But the thing is that whoever opens it first, for the other person, they don't get notified. The notification goes away, so it notifies both of us, and if one of us opens it or sees it, then it's already taken over. So whenever it's a bid thing, not a bid, an offer, I don't even touch it, or I'll just text him offer or whatever, because he deals with that piece.
Right.
But it's kind of hard in a way, because sometimes people will send a message and I want to see what the message says, and then I have to tell him, and then
that happened today, didn't it? Didn't something happen on our account and you were like, oh, did you see this? And I was like, no.
Yeah, and then you don't even have that, and then I just have to keep reminding you, because
it might have been an offer, actually. I think it was an offer that I just missed because you had seen it first. But
yeah, so I don't know if anyone else does that, or that's just an us thing. But FYI.
Jody says, how's the Dollar Domino going? When's the next update? We're going to try to put one out probably this Wednesday. It's going well.
Got a little restock.
It's honestly, the Dollar Domino is a lot of work. It really is a lot of work, but it's cool. I think a lot of people like it, so yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Destiny. I think it's just like its own little eBay thing inside of our other eBay. So we just have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird. We have to track things differently.
Yep.
So I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
This is something I've been thinking about making, like a kind of like a community video for. What was the moment you first realized, hey, I could be a reseller, or you could, kind of make money doing this?
I honestly, I can't pinpoint a moment that I realized that. Is that weird?
Well, let me give you an example first, because this is me and Ash were talking about this the other night in bed. And the first time I ever realized, hey, you know what, I can make money buying something and reselling it was I was in 6th grade. I just moved to a new school, and my mom used to take me to school in the morning, and we'd stop at this little convenience store across the street, and I'd buy a whole bunch of candy. Then I'd bring it into the school, and then I'd sell it to all the people in my class. So I'd I'd spend like $10 in the morning. I'd leave the school at like $50 a day.
Right.
So that was like kind of my earliest memory of, reselling something. So I just thought that'd be cool because there's so many people that do this and have YouTube channels about it. And even people that don't have YouTube channels that still do this kind of stuff to this day. Just be really cool to see, what was that moment when they realized, hey, I can make money buying something and just selling it to someone else.
Right. I think, honestly, I can't remember the item it was, but like my first sale on eBay was probably the moment I got the kick. You get the kick, like it became addicting to me. Like it was something that I don't know, I just instantly became like passionate about, that I really like doing, and something that I felt could work for us, So I think that's the best way I can answer your question. I don't have like a specific like moment like, oh, this is when I realized, but I think just like the first time that I sold something and realized, wow, somebody like finds value in this item that I picked up for nothing and I sold it for a profit, and like I can make money doing this. Like that's super cool, So, but anyway, I'll plug you real quick. Anybody who does not know Anthony in the stream, he has a YouTube channel, Picksburgh. I left his channel link down in the description. Go check him out. Go subscribe if you enjoy his content. Super cool guy, really genuine guy. Go check him out. He's an awesome dude. So, yeah.
Appreciate that.
No problem, dude. What's that?
I'm trying to remember.
What, like the moment that we realized?
Well, what lots of people don't know, which is that talking about like when you figured out that you could buy a bunch of things and like resell them or whatnot. When I was younger, I had a problem with buying and hoarding clothes. Like I would buy brand new clothes for myself and I would keep them in bins. Like I had bins, like 6 or 8 bins full of clothes with tags in them that I would just hoard and not even wear, even though I love them. And then I had to go through this whole purge thing, and I did this like whole no more shopping thing. And then all of a sudden, like a couple years after that, like I get done with this whole shopping thing, and I get used to not like that old lifestyle that I had. And then Ryan's like, "Come on, let's go shopping. We're gonna go shopping, and we're gonna go reselling." And I'm thinking, "Oh, this is not good." I'm like, "You're putting an addict in a bad area," but it's a lot different now, I guess. Because there's like the research that goes with it. You're not just like buying something because you think it's cute, even though I did do that with Pluto twice. But I saw that you did, Anthony, you got were they plush dolls of the snowman and the police cop?
The Rudolph. Was it Rudolph?
Yeah, Rudolph and snowman.
Yeah, I saw that.
But the snowman was for Rudolph and then the policeman was for Frosty.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
I know plush can be a big category. We've never really sold much plush. Yeah.
I've got like 6 tubs worth of plush, and I'll pick them up at the bin store all day because they weigh nothing, and people will buy like plushes for like $30. It's insane. You know what I mean? And even stuff you get at estate sales for like $1 to 50 cents. There's good profit in it. Sometimes you just got to sit on them though. It's the only downside.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lisa, I think in the chat is talking to you, Pittsburgh. Mr.
Awesome. Hey, thank you for subbing, Lisa. And yeah, I've been a Steelers fan my whole life, so that is awesome. Terry Bradshaw brought us 4 Super Bowls, so I'm forever indebted to that man.
You just got a blanket, I think, at one of the estate sales, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I think I paid $1 for it, and it literally sold within the first day for like 24 something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm
I was
not
thinking.
a fan. Is that bad? No, you're not in my division.
Who are you a fan of?
The Packers.
Okay. I've seen Packers stuff in your room, and I'm thinking they're from like the New England area. Like, I don't see any Patriot stuff.
I like cheese, and I like
anybody here from New England. I'm sorry, we're not Patriots fans.
He's a Cowboys fan.
Our Cowboys, yeah.
I mean, honestly, that gives you guys cool points in my book because Patriots are like my least favorite team. I'd rather wear a Ravens jersey than a Patriots jersey.
Yeah.
Wait, the Ravens don't do anything though.
But they're like a huge Steeler rival.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
They're like the Vikings, Packers.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I like analogies. Keep it up.
Just Connie. How's it going, Just Connie?
Hello, Just Connie.
Who else? Did we miss anybody? Let's see. D-Pack. How's it going, D-Pack? Hugo Stop. Hugo Stop says, before you all were born, I got suspended from junior high for selling cinnamon toothpicks because the whole school smelled like cinnamon.
Really?
That's funny.
Cinnamon's delicious. I should get some cinnamon toothpaste. Oh my gosh. Just fun fact for you guys. So for April Fools, I actually took some toothpaste and I put some nummy gel in it. And I was hoping Ryan was going to use it, but he didn't because he uses a different tube thing. So the other day, I totally forgot. And I started brushing my dog Kimber's teeth. And she kept kind of like weird licking. And she got really foamy. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you, dog? And I totally gave her the nummy stuff. My bad.
KP train him in the chat. Thank you, dude. He's putting your channel link in the chat there. So thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Kevin. That's awesome of you, man. Another question for Pam. Have you guys seen the movie Night School with Kevin Hart?
I haven't. Have you?
It's like his newest one.
Isn't he supposed to be trying to get his degree or something and he does horrible?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I saw previews.
Pam's a big Kevin Hart fan.
I love Kevin Hart.
The reason I ask is there's a guy in that movie who wants to become a dental hygienist, and the way he says it is just hilarious. I couldn't even do it justice if I tried. But every time you talk about your job, I always think about that movie.
I'll have to. We're going to have to watch it. At least the trailer.
Yeah,
you know what happens? So I watched the movie. He falls asleep, and then like in the morning, he's like,
yeah.
Ew.
If anybody doesn't know, I am not a movie person or really TV. I don't do that thing. I don't do the thing called TV, really.
Since we've been doing all this and YouTube and everything else, we really don't have time. We don't even have cable hooked up at our house.
All we have is internet here. That's it.
We don't even, and I don't miss it. I mean, you played that video game thing once.
Oh, my Xbox, yeah. But if I get lucky to even play that.
By the way, I keep telling him to add those people on the list. But
everybody's gamer tag. Yeah, I still have that. I haven't even been on since that was like, a month ago.
I tried to get him to do it.
Yeah. How long was she numb for? Shamrock Pixie.
You know, she usually for a human, they're numb for about like 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, so I would say a good like 5 minutes. She tried to drink. I kept trying to get her to drink water, and I don't know. I think more went up her nose than anywhere else, to be honest. But she was better. She's good. Gave her some bacon.
Pick and Roll said he just subscribed to you, so that's cool. He's a cool guy too, Pick and Roll.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And Derek said he's a Bengals fan. I'm surprised by that. Isn't he up in
like the
New England area too?
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Bengals.
Elena Rogers says, I really like KP. His videos rock. Yeah. Kevin's videos are insane.
Yeah.
He's on a whole nother level as far as editing videos goes. It's ridiculous. People love it too.
Yeah.
Oh, you did deal? Yeah. Ortho's tough.
Lonnie says YouTube is an all-consuming hobby. It really is, man.
Absolutely.
It is so time-consuming. But it's awesome, though. Love it.
I couldn't even imagine doing it as much as Lonnie does, or even you guys. Right now we're doing 3 videos a week, and I'm ahead, so it's not like if I don't film a day, it's not a big deal.
Right.
But man, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, we try to do 6 a week. It's hard though. It is so hard.
Well, Friday's not so bad because that's
we have the live shows.
We just get to hang out and like relax on Fridays. I think that's why we really need that.
The Friday live shows are super fun.
Because then on Saturday it's literally all day what we're like sourcing and taping and trying to figure out. We kind of have like a broad idea of what we want to release during the week, but there's so much like, I don't know. You like hope that you can get everything that you need in like Saturday and Sunday, but then that never seems to happen, or we'll find something else or something changes in the plan. And so that's one video out, or we can't complete a video. Does that happen sometimes?
Deepak says, I am a part-time reseller on eBay. That's cool. So are we.
Welcome.
Michael Wallace says, I wanted to toss some videos on YouTube for years,
Nicole.
but I never have the time. Yeah. If you ever get the chance, though, I highly suggest it. Just give it a shot. You might love doing it and find the time to do it.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
It's definitely a learning curve, too, though. It's not, like, as easy as it looks sometimes.
Market expert. Hey, guys, what's your opinion on drop shipping? For me, it's a big no. I've never drop shipped. But it's funny. We've been accused.
On here.
I remember that video.
We've been accused of drop shipping by eBay. We did a video on it. It's on our channel. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I would not recommend drop shipping. But that is just my recommendation. I can't tell you. I know a lot of people do it, but I can't tell you what to do or not do. But I just wouldn't recommend it. But that's me.
We can say it's not in their policy.
Yeah.
And it is highly not recommended. You're supposed to ship from the location that you are registered on eBay.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Even if you work in a different place and you're not at your town when the post office is open.
Elena says, I've watched all your videos too. I'm taking the same journey with you guys. Appreciate that. That is our goal. Like, seriously, like having a group of people around us like that are in the same journey as us, like that is super cool. That is our goal. For this channel. You know
what I like too, honestly, about YouTube? It's not about like, come watch us, come watch us, come watch us. It's kind of like, come interact with us and like all be a group.
Hang out.
And like, let us help you, let you help us. Like, it's like this whole, it's a community of people that are actually.
I seriously love the community that we're in here. Like, everybody here is super cool. Who did I want to say hi to? Nicole, Dab Kitty Sparkle. She is a fellow New Hampshireite. She's from New Hampshire, so we like her. She's always
kids all over the place.
She's always in our streams, commenting on our videos.
Yes.
She's a really. I'd love to meet her someday if she would be down for that. That would be cool to meet her. She's pretty close by to us, so that'd be cool. But
do that in the video.
Dizzy Angie, I love that. I love bouncing ideas off each other and becoming friends. Yeah, that's our goal. That is our goal. Bouncing ideas off each other, just hanging out, showing you our journey. Like that's what we're here for,
Lonnie said it before too. Like I've seen him say it, and he likes, the vets, and he likes the newbies, and he likes the people that have been doing it for a little while, because no matter who you watch, no matter who you are, you can always learn something from somebody else. Like he was talking about the newbies, how they'll find like different ways to do something that wasn't even like thought of, if that makes sense. Like it's just
everybody
like a different
does
perspective.
Yeah, everybody does something a little different, and I feel like we can all learn something from someone. I mean, like for us though, like our goal is not to teach anybody anything ever. But if you can learn something from us though, like it would be cool. But that's not really our goal. I wouldn't say. It's kind of.
I feel like we want to hopefully help them.
Yeah, I mean, like if we make a mistake,
so
we're gonna
get
be
in trouble for drop shipping or aware of you could be accused of.
Yeah, like if we make mistakes, we're gonna tell you guys. We're gonna, broadcast it.
Or if we, I don't know, price a vintage yo-yo too low.
Yeah, yep.
Or if we send out.
That's my favorite part is I've learned so much just from the community as far as like bolos and what to look for. I'm making money off of stuff now I never would have thought to buy.
Yep. Oh, 100%. Yep. I learn new stuff every day watching people.
Yeah, Josh said that too. Favorite part about doing YouTube is learning crazy amounts from everyone.
Yep.
There's even things that you'll see in somebody else's thrifting, their hauls, or just like in their room, and you'll be like out at a yard sale and be like, I've seen that before. Where is that? Oh, I know somebody else has that. And then you get that. And that happened. That was like that mouse that we saw.
Yep.
Yeah. We found some mouse thing that somebody else was talking on their channel about it, and we would have never known any different because it wasn't in a package or anything, but we wouldn't have known. We're not good like that. I'm not good like that.
Oh, thank you, Star City. I appreciate, your support as always. I know you love watching me eat food, so. Kevin says, if you're not learning every single day, you'll never make it in this business. That is 100% true. Like if you come to a point and you're a reseller that you think you know everything, like you're never going to progress. You can always learn something new. You can always, just keep growing as a picker and learning. Simple as that. So.
It's like you're never done. If you think that you're done learning, that's when you're like very naive.
Yeah.
And you need to like recheck yourself real quick.
Dizzy Angie says, how many hours a week do you put into your reselling right now as part-timers?
Depends. Are we talking about like reselling like totally like just eBay and Amazon, or just eBay or just Amazon, or are you talking about eBay, Amazon, and YouTube?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like we said earlier, it's very hard to balance the two, YouTube and reselling. But I would say, I mean, on the weekends, it's like 12-hour day.
They're like 12-hour days.
Yeah.
On Saturday, and probably like an 8 or 10-hour day on Sunday.
Yeah, and then during the week, it's not as much because I mean, we have full-time jobs, so
that's when we do a lot of the YouTube.
Right.
And that's when we're doing the selling and the pack. Like,
yeah. So like on the weekends, maybe an hour or two here and there because we have to list things, pack a few things, it's not as much during the week. So I don't know a total hour for the week, but that gives you kind of a general idea of where we're at though. So yeah.
That's a lot of time though for part-time.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. It's been nuts.
We don't have lives.
No, but
now even Kimber's walks have turned into YouTube time.
That's the cool thing though about being a YouTuber. I remember when I first started, I told Lonnie really the only thing different was I'm doing stuff with the camera now.
True.
All my videos are stuff I would have done anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just the time to edit it and then put it up there. But I don't have to do that. Yeah. I don't do any of that, actually. None. So, yeah, it's really easy for me during the week.
Yeah, Ash doesn't really have to bother with any of that stuff either. She works so much at the hospital that I don't expect her to do much of that stuff. And for me, I just throw it in iMovie and then piece it together like a puzzle, and it's not that hard.
Yeah, iMovie's great. That's what we use too. Mm-hmm. It's super easy to like learn too, and it's cool, and it's cool.
It's more like he uses the iMovie and I use the sink to wash the dishes from dinner and stuff. And I clean up the mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do a little bit of both. I try to make sure stuff's like done around the house, like kind of like Justin was talking about on the stream today. You know what I mean? I do a lot of that stuff around the house just to kind of honor her because of, you know, how much work she does outside of the house.
That's super awesome, man.
I mean, I get to sit in my basement and list junk on eBay. You know what I mean? Most of the time I have Netflix on, so basically like I'm hanging out.
Yep. So yeah, so this has been a really fun stream. I want to just throw it over the chat real quick. If there's any other questions that you want to ask for Anthony, throw it down in the chat. We'll try to address it before we draw this to a close. But it has been a very, very fun stream tonight.
Oh my gosh, time flew.
I know, like we've already been on for over an hour. It's crazy.
I'm gonna just text my dad. He's gonna be like, "Are you gonna get your dog?" No, he loves my dog. I just want him to leave it downstairs. Her. I love her.
Anissa just asked what Ashley does at the hospital. She's in nursing. So she's part of a nursing unit that deals mainly with strokes and more severe, I guess, surgeries and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Blackberry.
Oh, hey, Blackberry Thistle Tea. Lonnie sent me. Oh, appreciate it. Glad you came over. That is super cool.
Thanks, Mama. Kelly said, "Don't cut myself short. That is work." Absolutely. I mean, it's a grind sometimes, but you know, I'm blessed to be able to do it. You know, it's, you know, basically I get to work for myself, and you know, if I'm not feeling well, I can just go hang out and chill. You know, so it's one of those things where, you know, I kind of make my own schedule. I really enjoy that aspect of reselling, and you know, if stuff needs done, I can go do it. You know, if I have appointments, I can go to them.
Yeah, that's the thing about being, you know, full time is the freedom. You know, you have freedom to do whatever you want, and for the most part, I'm sure, you know, there's exceptions, but yeah, it just gives you the freedom. So,
Dizzy Angie asked if I would recommend or suggest anything to part-time sellers thinking about going full time. The only thing I would say is while you're part-time, just make sure you're continuously listing and you're consistent with it. Because for me, it was an easy transition because I was already doing it. So really the only difference for me was I had more time to source, I had more time to list, and you know, I just had more time to put into things. And the more you put into something, the more you're going to get out of it. And that kind of goes with anything in life. The more you know, the more you water grass, the greener it's going to get. So yeah, just make sure you're consistent when you're part-time. And then as you go full-time, just ramp up your consistency. You know, pretend it'd be like a full-time job. You know what I mean? Like between the hours of 9 to 5, you're doing this or that, you know? I mean, for me, it's almost like a lifestyle. I can't really go anywhere and see items out in the wild and not automatically put a price tag on it. Like, oh, that's not a TV. That's $50. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Right.
So it just becomes a lifestyle after a while, and, you know, it just becomes a routine. Like for me, every morning I'm doing my packing and shipping when Justin, Lonnie, and John do their morning show.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Before that, I'm pulling my stuff, you know, so it's, it just becomes a routine, like of, you know, and you can do it any way you want. That's the beautiful thing, is you're in charge, you know, and as much work as you put in, that's the amount of money you're going to get back.
Right. I want to say hi to Derek Martin. He says, Lonnie sent me also. Love what I see so far. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Derek.
That's cool.
Working hard.
We have another quick question here. Tommy Bernard asks, do you have listing goals for daily and weekly? I'm assuming he's probably talking about like number, like how many listings, I guess. I don't know.
Typically, I try to shoot for 10 to 20. It just depends on what kind of stuff I'm listing, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like the other day I was listing, you know, video games and systems and stuff like that. And a lot of that stuff needs tested, you know what I mean? So you got to go through each game, you got to test it. You know what I mean? Like even like a VCR, you need to hook that up, you need to test it. So a lot of that time, whenever I'm taking stuff that's harder to list, then I'm going to shoot for a smaller number. But if I'm listing something that's easy, like that has a barcode, you know, anything that's a barcode, I'm going to shoot for at least 20 listings minimum.
Yep.
Barcode makes it so much easier. You know, you don't have to do any research. You just snap a shot of it and you're off to the races.
Right. Cheryl Thomas asked, do you have a designated room for your items and shipping?
Yeah, I do everything out of my basement. This background you see behind me is basically it's just my basement. So I keep everything here. I can't really show you the other side because my computer's kind of hooked up to the table here. But the other side, I have all my shipping supplies and everything. It's basically on the other side of all these clothes, about 5 feet. Then I just bring everything over to this station I'm at right now, and I just pack it up here.
Yep. Yeah, like same with us. This room, it's pretty much all in this room. We do all the storage of our inventory and all our shipping, and everything happens in this room so far. That might change if we grow or when we grow, not if, when. But for right now, everything is in this room. I don't know if we're gonna have to move it to other places in the house or.
Well, we have a lot of our boxes are actually upstairs in one of the spare bedrooms.
Yeah.
So at least like some shipping stuff is up there because I just keep bringing home boxes every day. But other than that, everything's basically here.
Deal says I look too nice to have ever wrestled. And believe it or not, I get that a lot. I was thinking about putting together some kind of compilation video for my channel, just to kind of show people, what it was like.
My gosh, you should do like your wrestling voice.
I mean, really, it's just me with a louder voice.
I'm listening.
You put me on the spot.
I'm like, you don't know this.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, you got me wanting to cut a promo in here now.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, really, it just depends on what character I was portraying. A lot of times, certain cities I'd be a good guy, certain cities I'd be a bad guy. Anytime I was in Ohio, I'd always be a bad guy because I have a Steelers tattoo. So I couldn't really pull off a good guy around, Browns and Bengals fans. So, I mean, honestly, what I do is I just, the easiest part is you just start picking people out of the crowd, messing with them on your way to the ring, and it's just fun.
Yep.
We had this one guy that always used to come to the shows in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. And this dude literally looked like Mario from, like Super Mario Brothers. He was like a really old guy, had like Velcro shoes, and he was like my favorite guy to mess with. There was actually this one show where I actually got in the ring and I just started cutting up on him. And it was so funny because it was real to him, you know what I mean? Like he thought that like this was like he was getting his chance to come in the ring and fight for the belt.
Yep.
But it was fun.
Deepak says, do you offer free shipping on eBay? We do not. We offer calculated.
The only time I ever offer free shipping is on like trading cards and stuff like that. Right. Anything that can go out with a stamp, I'll offer free shipping. But other than that, it's always shipping on top.
Yep. Oh, you just use the trademark.
Yep. I might have to pay a percentage to Garage Flips.
Yeah, you may have to send them a little bit of commission there.
Will do.
But yeah, we do. Yeah, same with us. We do. There's an exception, on
very
rare occasions we do free shipping, but not on a lot of things. It just depends on the item, really. But
sometimes we'll get things that are given to us that we know we'll get a big profit on, and then we just like share that with the person. So we make it so that they don't have to pay for shipping, especially even if it's like a heavy item.
Right.
So Nissa says that she also agrees she couldn't see me slamming people. And then Kelly says that she would love to see some wrestling footage, and she wants to know how tall I am and who are the most famous wrestlers I've ever got to work with. I'm 6'2", but with my boots, they had an inch lift. I was 6'3", and most famous wrestlers I've ever wrestled with were Mick Foley, who was Mankind. I've wrestled with X-Pac, Sean Waltman. Wrestled with Brutus the Barber Beefcake, who's like he just went in the hall. Actually, him and Xbox just went in the Hall of Fame this year. And then there were guys who are coming up right now, like Corey Graves, who's an announcer. There's a couple guys in Ring of Honor and TNA Impact that I've had the honor of being in the ring with as well.
Cool. That's awesome. Hey, Miles. Miles Sislani says hi.
Blackberry Thistle Tea asks if I went to school in Cincinnati. No, I went in Pennsylvania. There was an NWA territory here in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. And I kind of talked about that a little bit earlier. I was trained by a guy named Crusher Hansen, who was the NWA National Heavyweight Champion at the time. And while I was training, I had a role as his bodyguard. He had kind of he'd let his trainees go to shows with him and portray bodyguards, and the fans would say that's his little brother because we looked alike. So I became Tony Hansen as my in-ring name because of that.
Yep.
We became a tag team.
Ah.
That's really cool, dude. Yeah, that's a super fun fact about you.
Yeah.
I had no idea about. So that's awesome that you shared that story with everybody. That's cool.
Got a whole box of DVDs. I can't wait to show our kids when we have some.
Yeah.
This is why your dad walks like an old man.
Deepak says, how do you figure price on your items?
I go by eBay sold listings.
Yep.
On everything.
Yep. Just look up sold comps and you can kind of judge it off that. What an item is only worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. Doesn't matter what it's listed for, just what it's selling for. So keep that in mind and you'll do well for sure. So, but anyway, this has been really fun, Anthony. I really appreciate you coming on our channel.
Yeah, likewise. And like I said, I'd love to have you and Pam on our channel as well. That'd be really cool. When Ashley's around.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
So once again, everybody in this chat, I want to thank Anthony, and he's a really cool guy. He's a content creator. Go check him out. His channel is down in the description below. His channel is called Picksburgh. Go check him out. He's a really nice guy, and we'd love to help him out a little bit. So that'd be cool.
If you like stadiums, he gives you the aerial of the stadium.
Yeah, and his intro.
I'm a football person, so I am such a football person. That is my game.
That's awesome.
Fun fact: I played flag football once, and I got most aggressive player award. BT Dubs.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I broke my nose in a car accident, and my doctor wouldn't let me go play again. It was sad.
Pam's a beast. You don't mess with her.
Thing.
I don't want to see her in the ring.
I'll get you. Come on, Pittsburgh.
But anyway, I also just want to say a quick thank you once again to the people who have helped us out, especially today. Lonnie gave us a huge shout out. Our channel's growing, and I want to thank everybody who has jumped in this chat. We've seen a lot of new names today. I need to catch up on a lot of comments that we're receiving on our channel right now. It's been insane. I want to make sure to reach out to everybody that's reaching out to us because we really, really appreciate everybody, giving their time, coming to watch our videos and stuff. It's just really cool. So
that's one of those things too. Like if you're a new content creator or even an older content creator, just making sure that, realize that people take the time to comment and like your things, that giving a little love the opposite way, even if it's just to acknowledge and hit that little heart button.
Yep.
And things like literally I get excited when people like the things that I did. Like Anthony released a video this morning and I did a little comment thing from before, and then I get the little notification saying, oh, they saw that or whatnot.
Yep.
And I know a lot of people that I comment on do that, but sometimes I know at the beginning I'd be sad if I didn't get a little heart.
Yeah. I mean, it's the least you can do when somebody comments on your video and you acknowledge that they did and you answer them and heart their thing and stuff. It's just, we'd like to do it. We want to make sure that we get to everybody. So.
And I harp at Ryan. Ryan's like, yes, I already know. I already took care of it.
But once again, everybody, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. And it's just been really fun. Thank you once again, Anthony, for coming on tonight.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
I just want to say thank you to you guys for having me on, and it's awesome. You guys just got the shout out from Lonnie, and in the same day, you're already paying it forward. So thank you for the opportunity to come on and just to hang out with you guys. You guys are cool people.
Yeah. Likewise.
I'm really the cool one. I just bring around with me. He doesn't know how to work a computer.
Yeah, I was hoping you weren't going to notice that when Ash was in here today too.
Oh, I know you have her hidden somewhere. You just didn't want to take the limelight.
Yeah, trying to steal it from her.
But have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for all your support, and
Bye,
we really
Mama.
appreciate it.
I just saw
And-
you in the chat real quick.
We'll see you this week.
I can't see it from here.
We'll see you this week.
See you guys.
Everybody, see you later.
Bye, Anthony.
See ya.